This is Anthony with True Diamond Heart, continuing our video series on doing nothing and being everything. We spoke last time, the last video, about how being still is the essence of being, and as how we practice stillness, we both experience being, and the doing that comes from that is more and more sacred, more and more error-free, more and more beautiful, peaceful. And we also spoke about how stillness, as we practice it with mindfulness and with meditation and with silent prayer, starts to permeate even the chaos of manifest life. As we walk through our day, there's chaos, there's this, there's that confronts us, that comes into our lives. And we start to have this eye of the storm position, where we are with calm in the middle of chaos, where we're with peace in the middle of war, and so forth. Stillness practice. If you have one, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't have one, time to develop it, time to enter it, time to do it right now. Like today, tomorrow, immediately. Because this is how you will realize what it is you are here on Planet School to realize and become. Stillness practice. If you don't have one, and even if you do, it's wonderful. Just first thing in the morning when you wake up, last thing at night before you go to sleep. If you don't have a practice, start with 2 to 5 minutes. First thing in the morning, last thing at night. If you have a practice, of course, you know how long you can handle, how long you've developed so far. And through the day, as you have a moment, you do it also, where you simply stop. You don't have to stop if it's first thing in the morning, right? You just wake up and you say, okay. If you can sit up, you do, because it's a little bit more committed. If there's someone next to you, you don't want them to know, you can lay down, stay laying down. But you simply make the decision for the next 2 to 5 minutes. I will sit still and be. I will not do anything. The thoughts will come. The feelings will come. You will gently observe them without judging them, without explaining them, without pushing them away, pushing them down, lying about them, pretending they're not there, without projecting them and saying they're coming from some other from some other source, be it true or not. You simply experience them. You don't follow them. You're not tempted by the train of thought. Well, coffee, oh, coffee, then I can make the coffee and have the toast. And the toast, that'll be good, but I didn't get the jam. You see how the associative temptation, don't follow it. Coffee, that's it. Don't follow it. Just coffee. Ah, I see you, coffee. Later. Now I'm doing nothing. You're in charge. Not the coffee, not the thought, not the feeling. And you're not struggling with it. You're not arguing with it. You're just acknowledging it, observing it, and saying, for now, 2 to 5 minutes. Coffee, you can have your control later. And as you go through this and continue this, the coffee will no longer have control. You'll drink it because you want to, not because you need to. And then you'll just stop drinking because you don't even want to anymore. But that's beside the point. Well, it is the point, but it's not the point we're making now. The stillness. The stillness practice. First thing in the morning and before you go to sleep, you simply make the decision, the commitment that you'll spend 2 to 5 minutes or longer if you have a practice or if you feel comfortable and you have the time, simply doing nothing, being still. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to think or feel unnecessarily. You will think and feel. If you say, I'm not going to think and feel, you'll be struggling with thoughts and feelings. No, it'll happen. You simply watch, usher them gently out of your space, your consciousness, and you'll get little moments of nothing, where you're not thinking, you're not feeling. You simply are, and you'll like it. You'll like it a lot. You'll like it a lot. And you'll be drawn to do it more and more, and you'll start to see your internal world healing, and your relationships healing or falling away, your habits falling away, the ones that aren't serving you. That which doesn't serve you or never served you will fall away of itself. You will not be struggling with life so much anymore. Things will become more easy internally and between you relationally with others. You'll start to reveal and live into a kind of magnificence you either know something about because you're able to consciously have a sense of what that was when you looked out of the mountain or when you held that baby, or you have a meditation stillness practice and you know it that way, or both. This is your life. No one will do it for you, and yet you can do it. You can do it. As Jesus said, what I've done, the least among you can do more. Buddha said the same thing. The truth is spiritually you are as gifted as any human being ever, now, or will be. But you have to do your work. And you have to do your work. It's not even a but. It's a wonderful thing. You'll love it as you get into it. The other thing is, stillness practice makes time. It doesn't take time. You think meditating for an hour a day takes time? I meditate a lot, and I'm 1,000,000 times more productive in my life than I was before I meditated. Just like exercise. You don't think you have time for physical exercise? It makes your body and your mind sharp, so when you're actually functioning in the rest of your time, you're getting more than that time compensated. You're doing more than what you would have done in the time had you not used it, because you're effective. The same thing with stillness practice. You'll become peaceful, grounded, centered, effective, and it will make time for you. Don't believe me? Do it and see. 6 months. 6 months. What's 6 months? Nothing. Try it. After 6 months, it didn't pay off. It was an interesting experiment. It will pay off. Guaranteed. You will never be the same in a wonderful way. Stay with us for more on being, letting go of doing, unnecessary doing.